Eagles are going to have a big-time step back this year.
I hope you're right.
Yep.
I don't agree with you.
Oh, yeah.
But I still think they're locked to in the division.
They're screwed.
Good old division.
Now's the time to be excited.
Yeah, why not, right?
Let's just run with it. Giants are winning the division, okay? Let's just be honest. We all know it's going to happen.
Giants have no chance to win
Yankees
the
are going to the World Series. Giants are winning
Now
the
you're
division.
talking.
The Knicks are going to the NBA Finals. It's coming up. It's coming up for the New York sports fan.
Well, the
It's
Knicks
coming up.
alone have changed the
Yes.
dynamic of the New York sports
Yes.
fan from you can only rely on the Yankees to have a chance to win every year.
That's right.
Now you got the Yankees and the Knicks.
That's right.
Like the Knicks have now gone 4 consecutive years with at least one series win.
Yeah, it feels good, man. It really does feel good. It feels good to know the Knicks are back. Right? We all know they need to win a championship, and we'll always like the conversation around those 90s Knicks are that they never won the championship. That's part of the story, a big part of the story.
Right.
That Patrick Ewing is one of those guys who never won a championship. Those great players, the heroes of the sport and of the team who never won a championship. And we don't want Jalen Brunson to be the next Patrick Ewing, but at the same time, 20-plus years of being in a barren wasteland, 4 consecutive years of winning a playoff series, and now back-to-back Eastern Conference Finals, like that's a far cry from where we were.
It also shows you just how, unfortunately, bad the Knicks have been, especially when it comes to playoffs or advancing in the playoffs.
Sure.
Where an argument could be made today. It could be made today, and you could win the argument. There's another side to it, obviously, as well. Mm-hmm. That as we stand here today, Jalen Brunson's one of the 10 greatest Knicks of all time. Now let that sink in. He has not been to an NBA final.
Yeah.
All right, Patrick Ewing did go to the NBA finals against the Spurs and the Rockets. Okay. But the reality is that an argument can be made that Jalen Brunson today is a top 10 Knick of all time.
I wouldn't argue it with you.
Okay?
I wouldn't argue
Now, obviously, those of you that were live to watch the 70s Knicks,
well, you're
going to put Bradley, DeBusschere,
Yeah, you're not.
Reed, Monroe, and Clyde. That's just 5 out of the gate. Even though Earl obviously, had a career before he ever got to New York.
Sure.
All right, so let's just have those 5 put aside. You're all going to say Ewing, obviously. That's 6. And then it gets very interesting. It gets very interesting after Ewing.
Does it?
It does. Because there's some people that are so in love with that 90s Knicks team that you want to put Charles Oakley on your team.
No.
Okay, but the answer is no. I'm with you on that. There's some people that are going to say Carmelo. Not even close.
No.
I think Jalen Brunson's already played in 21 more playoff games as a Knick than Carmelo Anthony, who I think played in 7,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken.
But, yeah, I don't even I wouldn't put every member of the 70 and 73 team ahead of him.
No, I gave you the stars.
No, I know, but
Bill Bradley, yes. DeBusschere, yes. They're yes and yes. Willis Reed's yes.
Well, yes.
Frazier's yes.
Certainly those 2, without question.
Okay, and I got to give you, am I not giving you Earl Monroe?
Why?
Okay.
Because he won a championship with a team that already won a championship? He resurrected a team from nothing. They were nothing, Craig. They were in a...
what do you want to put him? 6th greatest Knick of all time?
I'm just saying, look what he's done. Look at how he's changed the franchise.
Where do you put
Look
Bernard
at where
King?
He's brought them from. Behind Jalen Brunson.
But now Bernard King is in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
His number will never be retired by the Knicks.
Yeah.
And obviously he did not play long enough for him to be an obvious choice over Jalen. Mm-hmm. But Bernard King right now, to me, is right there. And by the way, if you want to argue against it, you'd probably win the argument.
I think he's way ahead of Bernard King.
He's not way ahead of him.
Yeah, he's way ahead.
He's not way ahead.
He's way ahead.
He's not way ahead. There's an argument to be made.
No, there isn't. There's no argument for Bernard King.
King's in the Hall of Fame.
I don't care.
He's in the Hall of Fame.
I understand he's in the Hall of Fame. He's a great player. I'm not saying he's... Are we having a discussion on all-time Knick, or are we having a discussion on all-time players who wore the Knick uniform?
I'm not going to hold you to it. Where would you put Jalen Brunson today? Obviously, if the Knicks get to the finals, then it's not even an argument to have. Then it's just about where do you put him from 5 to 9, okay?
To me, like if I'm just like...
And I want to be clear about something.
Yeah.
I also want to recognize that the biggest thing Jalen Brunson did as part of this, ridiculous 7-game run that the Knicks are on was stop dribbling the basketball. Mm-hmm. Now, he's still scoring at an epic rate, obviously.
Yeah.
But not everything goes through him now.
No.
Right? Carly Towns at the top of the key running the point.
Yeah.
Bridges will bring the ball up. Hart will bring the ball up. Deuce will bring the ball up.
Yeah.
Obviously, Jalen's our clutch guy.
Yeah.
He's our big shot guy.
Yeah.
He's our facilitator. And yes, he's probably going to take the most shots every night. But the hero ball stopped.
Yes.
And when the hero ball stopped, the domination started.
Yeah.
So, yes, if the Knicks get to the NBA Finals, Jalen Brunson probably goes to 6th. Okay? But let's say they don't.
Well,
where do you put him?
Like today, for me,
Today.
and again, look, I'm recency biased. I'm 42 years old. I don't remember the 70 teams.
You weren't
obviously.
alive for them. That's a videotape to you.
To me, I think there's only 3 for sure ahead of him. I think it's.
So you're going to say Frazier, Patrick, and Reed.
That's it.
Right?
Yeah. I think there's a. I think
you got to give more love to DeBusschere and Bradley. You have to trust me on that.
Okay.
You never got to see them play.
I understand that.
I mean, I was only 4. I never got to see them play either.
They were great players, but they were the 3rd, 4th, and 5th best players on the championship team.
But Frazier is one of the greatest guards to ever play the sport.
No doubt.
Willis Reed was a dominant center, obviously. Still the most overrated guard moment of all time. So I'm not even one of those. I'm not a Reed guy.
Right.
Because I think, and I've talked to Clyde about this. Clyde was pissed.
Yeah.
When Willis Reed got MVP.
Yeah.
Because Clyde deserved it, not Willis Reed.
No, absolutely.
And it bothers
those two are
Frazier.
Those 2 and Ewing are clearly ahead of him. Right? So, but that's all I'm saying. Those are the only 3 to me clearly ahead of him.
Okay.
You can make an argument for Bradley and DeBusschere. That's fine. And Earl the Pearl if you want. But to me, he won the 1 championship. And again, he came to a team that already had won a championship. He came to a team that had championship ilk, that was, already that group. What did Jalen Brunson come to? Jalen Brunson came to a laughing stock. I mean, I know they went to 1 playoff series against Atlanta before him. But, he's resurrected the franchise.
No, Jalen Brunson turned it around.
Yeah.
Right.
He's their best point guard since
when they signed him,
Frazier.
everyone hated the signing.
Everyone hated the signing.
It's the greatest free agent signing the Knicks have ever had.
Yeah, no doubt.
And it's not close.
No.
By the way, just for people that don't understand, because Big Mac's right when he references, obviously, the fact that the Knicks won in 70, Earl the Pro comes here, and then they win again in 73.
Incredible basketball player.
I just want to be fair to
No
Earl's
doubt.
Knick career.
Yes.
Earl the Pro got here in 71. The 71-72 season.
Okay.
All right, just for his history's sake.
Sure.
People don't remember how long he played for the Knicks. He played for the Knicks from 71-72 through 1980. This was not a 3-year.
Right.
Like, he played so much more for the Knicks than Bernard King did.
Gotcha.
It's laughable.
Okay.
So if you want to make the argument that Bernard King's Knick career was not long enough, which is the only argument to make for why his number's not retired, he didn't play enough games. And that's a great argument to make for why Jalen can leap ahead of Bernard King, but not Earl the Pearl. Earl the Pearl played, I mean, I can add it up. Just tell me 135, 75, 250, 320, 400, 5. He played down to 600 games for the Knicks.
Right.
Okay? So.
But again, I guess I'm just giving more points because I don't remember the Knicks in the 50s and the 60s into what that team became. I know what Jalen Brunson has pulled this franchise out of. I lived through it.
So the answer,
I lived through this team being. We're joking about the Mets being irrelevant right now. That's what the Knicks were every day for 20 years. Like I've been at the station, you've been at the station. The idea that we stopped talking Knicks in January every single year. Like, he has resurrected the franchise to where it is now, taking over other buildings. Like, I'm giving him a huge amount of credit for being the face of the turnaround of the longest span of, you could argue, in the NBA, of just a laughable franchise.
If you had to take a guess, top of your head, not to embarrass you at all. I had to look it up as well. I didn't know the exact number. How many games did Bernard King play as a Knick? Regular season games. If you had to take a guess.
I don't know.
And I just gave you Earl Monroe played damn near 600.
So I'm going to say 450.
Lower, Bob.
300.
Lower, Bob.
250.
Lower, Bob.
Wow. So how are you even going to argue? 200.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jalen Brunson's ahead of.
Played 206 games as a Knick.
No, come on.
Get out.
Great player.
But
great player. Great
we
player.
all remember the series against the Pistons,
he was terrific in the series.
With the white tape on his fingers and the baseline fadeaway J that was unstoppable. but he played 200 games as a Knick.
This is not the best players who ever wore the uniform. This is the best Knick. And I'm sorry, he has changed what was 20 years of nothing could change it.
So you have Jalen Brunson as worst case sixth best Knick of all time?
Worst case sixth, in my mind.
Best case fourth.
Best case fourth. There's only, the way I'm putting it, I won't even listen to the arguments of only three players. Reed, Frazier, and Ewing, I won't even
You've got
push
them
back.
to the side.
I'm not even going to. You win. Those three players are ahead of Jalen Brunson. Anybody else, I can make an argument.
And part of it's generational. Look, I was 4 when the Knicks won their last championship. Mm-hmm. I didn't see him play either, obviously.
Right.
I saw a little bit of Earl the Pro, but it was much later in his career.
Sure.
You have something to add there, Gallo?
You nailed how many games Earl the Pro played. 598.
Oh, I was right there.
There you go.
Yeah. It blew my mind.
All right, so you're a big Knick fan. Just real quick, since we let you speak.
Thank you.
All of a sudden.
I don't know why. I heard a Saturday show.
Thank you, Richard in Manhattan.
As soon as I got done with mine, I was like, I got to hang up. Get the hell out of here. Where do you put him, Jalen Brunson, on the all-time Knick list?
Don't forget, this is the same guy that couldn't name 5 white basketball players.
I named all of those 70s Knicks,
Christian
though.
Braun.
Yeah.
I even threw in Phil Jackson.
By the way, did you happen to see that Greg Ostertag just ran for mayor?
I did.
In some little town and was elected mayor?
That's my guy.
Yeah.
There you go. Real quick, where do you put Brunson today?
I'd probably put him 4th.
Mm-hmm.
Today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Frazier. I think Willis Reed.
4th today?
And I don't want to disrespect anybody.
Stop.
I think Willis Reed is the most overrated Knicks player of all time. It'd be Frazier, Ewing, Earl the Pearl, Brunson. And I know you're not going to like this. Bernard King is just as much Carmelo Anthony. They are the same Knick tenure. Like, they...
why would I get mad at you? Bernard
Well,
King's my
you
favorite
actually-
Knick of all time.
Well, because I know a lot of
top
older
10.
Knick, not you. I'm sorry
Because
about
Bernard King represented something we had never seen before.
that. And same thing with Melo.
Well, I should say ever seen before. Frazier was a great scorer. Bernard King got us, right? He was the guy that was going to raise us up from the abyss, right? That's what Bernard King came here. We had a guaranteed bucket anytime Bernard touched the ball. Yeah. And he went to the playoffs. He also had the back-to-back 50-point nights on Christmas way back in the day. Mm-hmm. And he captivated us. He's also a Brooklyn kid. So, after being with the Nets and the Warriors and the Jets, right? He came here and took us to the playoffs, and we won playoff games with him. I mean, think about who his teammates were. Trent Tucker, Rory Sparrow, Glenn Truck Robinson, Bill Cartwright. Like, Bernard King wasn't playing with all-stars.
No.
And led the New York Knicks to the postseason, which is why any Knick fan my age or within my age adores Bernard King.
And you should.
He's our guy.
And you
I
should.
do with Melo, and I get ripped.
But like if you want to track the timeline for Knick fans, it's not hard to do. It's Frazier, right? Mm-hmm. From Frazier to BK, Bernard King.
Yeah.
Bernard King to Patrick Ewing. Mm-hmm. Patrick Ewing to Carmelo Anthony.
Yep.
Which was not a successful run. Let's call it the way it was.
No.
Great player who didn't win anywhere near enough based on what his talent was, right? Mm-hmm. And then nothing until all of a sudden, this little 6'1" point guard from Dallas, who's not thought of as a great player by any stretch of the imagination.
Nope.
Who's playing with Luka Doncic and has very little success combined together, right? And comes here and overnight becomes the clutchest guy in the game, turns the Knick franchise around, gives us a point guard that we craved for 3 decades.
Yeah.
We were begging for a point guard here. Never had a good one, including Steph Marbury, unfortunately, who we all thought was going to be the savior of point guard. The New York Knicks were desperate for a point guard.
Derek Harper, but not
Jamal Crawford.
I get it.
That's my point.
I get it.
Right? Mm-hmm. For 30 years, we didn't have a point guard. And now we've got a guy who is not flashy, not fancy, doesn't toot his own horn ever, right? Makes every big shot in the fourth quarter. And I saw someone on Twitter wrote this. I'm going to butcher it by mistake because that was a great quote. Everybody talks about what Jalen Brunson can't do until they see what he does.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, he's too slow. He doesn't have a great shot. Oh, he's awkward because he's a lefty. Oh, he's a defensive liability. Until you need to win a game.
Yep.
And every time I hear people telling me what Jalen Brunson cannot do, he goes out and does it.
No, 100%.
And I love it. I love it. He would have been great in that 94 Knick team.
Oh.
Because that's the ethos of Jalen Brunson. Work hard, keep your mouth shut. All that dude does is go play ball.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
And I can't believe I never put that. Derek Harper obviously came from Dallas as well.
Yes.
It just dawned on me.
So did Orlando Blackman.
Right.
It's like the pipeline to New York. Go to Dallas, be average, and come here and be great. What?
You would probably speak to this more, but as someone, I never watched him play. I feel like Clyde is the most disrespected player in New York sports history.
He's disrespected only because Willis Reed got the MVP.
He's the greatest Game 7 performance in the league's
37
history.
and 18 in a Game 7.
And 7 rebounds.
Yeah, without Willis Reed on the court essentially for the entire game. He did all the scoring, all the passing, all the everything. And I remember we had him on the show once. I asked him, because it's not Willis Reed's fault that he was voted MVP. And Willis had a great series, by the way. But in Game 7, Willis Reed didn't play.
No.
And Frazier
he
carried
played
them.
for the first two
Took
buckets
shots,
of the game,
right?
And set the tone.
Yeah, it's nonsense, though. You don't set the tone off 2 makes in the first quarter, right? Frazier carried the Knicks to a Game 7 win. And it bothered him to his core for decades that people talk about that as the Willis Reed game, when in reality, it's not the Willis Reed game. It's the Walt Clyde Frazier game.
Yeah,
Willis Reed didn't do a damn thing in that game.
That's not true, though.
Zero.
Oh, stop. Him coming out there, sometimes emotion plays a role. And him running out or hobbling out onto that court and making the 2 shots impacted both the Knicks and the Lakers and how that game went. Now, does Frazier have a significantly greater impact on the game? Of course he does.
You think?
Of course he does. And he should have won the MVP. I agree with everything else. You just can't go as far to say is that moment was meaningless and it meant absolutely nothing, because I totally disagree with you. It meant something. It meant something. It meant
Frazier
something.
36 and 19 in a Game 7.
That meant more.
Yes.
Yes.
And Gallo's right. And added 7 rebounds.
It's one of the
we're giving Willis Reed for making 2 buckets?
No, I think, listen, maybe for a time because of the dramatics of the moment, I think most people look back and call Clyde's performance one of, if not the greatest Game 7 performance in NBA history.
It's the greatest.
All right, so everyone says it. What do you want? You don't
You're
have
giving
to,
Willis Reed credit for it.
I'm not giving Willis Reed
Well,
credit
don't
for
forget about what
anything
Willis Reed
he
did that
doesn't
day.
deserve. What he did meant something.
Not really.
Yes, it did. It impacted. It impacted both their mindset and the Lakers' mindset. It absolutely did. Then Frazier went on and meant more and had a great game, an all-time game.
If I'm not mistaken, the Knicks won Game 7 by 14 points.
You don't have to push Willis Reed down to prop up.
Yeah, but you're
Frazier.
pushing Frazier down by talking about Willis Reed.
I'm propping them both
up. Watch
up.
this. If I bring up 1970 Game 7, all right, what's the first thing most people talk about?
Well, I mean, if you Google it, I'm sure Willis Reed comes up. Yeah, I get it.
And look, obviously you weren't born yet. I was 1, so I didn't see it either live, right? But our ancestors all said the same damn thing. Oh, the Willis Reed game. I'm like, F that.
Yeah.
That's the Clyde Frazier game.
Okay, I'll agree with you even that far. What should the game be called? It should be called the Clyde Frazier game.
By the way, from now on in the history of sports, Game 7 should be called We Got Ourselves a Frazier.
That's fine.
Guess what? The so-and-so just forced us a Frazier.
Forced us into a Frazier.
Yeah. Greatest Game 7 in the history of the sport.
All right, but that...
And we talk about Willis Reed limping on the court.
It impacted.
Embarrassing.
It impacted the game.
That's why it's the most overrated moment in Garden history. Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, I'm very passionate about it.
We can't even discuss anything dating back with Knicks without this coming up. Why
because it bothers me that the first thing people of that era go to is, when Willis Reed came out for warm-ups.
Well, how come you don't trust any of the people around the scenario?
Because they're wrong.
Every reporter, everyone who was ever there talks about how important that moment was. They're making it up.
Because Clyde Frazier had 36 and 19.
We talk about that too.
It's always the second thing people talk about. That's what bothers me about it.
It's the way it goes,
It should be the first thing people talk about. It should be Frazier 36, 19, and 7. And by the way, how about the balls on Willis Reed to come limping out there and do his best to play? Joel Embiid didn't in Game 2. Joel Embiid took him about 5 hours beforehand.
Right.
Willis Reed, though, tried to man up. But that story should be secondary to what the great Clyde Frazier did. That's the deal, buddy.
It should be, but it's not. It
is in my world.
It doesn't take away from it, though.
If you talk about Willis Reed first, you're disrespecting Frazier.
Get over it.
Disrespecting the great Clyde Frazier.
I'm sure Clyde has gotten over it.
Matter of fact, I'm going to have Clyde come in here this week.
Let's do it.
Hey, Pete. Petey, call the Knicks up for me. Ask if Walt's available to come in studio this week.
Yeah, and we want popcorn too?
No, I don't ask for popcorn.
Oh.
If they bring it, that's very kind of them.
Oh, but just call.
It's not. No, I'm not that guy. Oh, gimme. Just see if Walt Clyde Frazier's available to come in studio, and see if Earl Pearl's healthy enough to come in as well. I know he was having some wasn't feeling well earlier this year. So if you could reach out to the Knicks, call Jeremy up, and see if we can bring Walt in this week.
I'd love to talk to Walt right now.
Yeah.
Get a feel for how he feels in the series.
No, I'm going to introduce you to him.
Okay.
I'm going to let him know exactly where you stand.
Yeah, where do I stand?
On the Willis Reed Game.
Yeah, and I said,
I'm
let's call
gonna let
it
him
the
know.
Frazier game. Let's call it the Frazier game. Let's call Game 7's Walt Clyde Frazier's. I'm all in. But you can't just say that the Willis Reed moment meant nothing. You're going too far, sir. You're going too far. It impacted the game. It impacted the mentality of the Knicks and the Lakers. And Walt and Chamberlain. Let's be honest. Wilt got scared.
Yeah, but I got to
Wilt
tell you,
got shook.
those 4 points and 0 assists that Willis had in Game 7 really changed the dynamic.
Damn right.
Yeah, really powered the Knicks to a W there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
listen.
He really dominated Wilt Chamberlain. I mean,
Kirk Gibson had one swing in the 81 in the 89 World Series, 88 World Series. It was impactful though.
I mean, the game-winning home run.
It was one swing. How'd they get there?
Yeah, how did they get there?
I don't remember. Nobody remembers.
Nobody knows.
But I'm sure Earl Hershiser right now is pissed off that everybody talks about Gibson's home run.
That's
when
right.
He was unbelievable in that
Guy
series.
feel like a one-hitter in that game.
Yeah.
I think in every game in
Right,
that series.
and nobody cares because Kirk Gibson limped up there and hit one home run.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go.
That's right.
By the way, in Willis Reed's
Here we go.
5 Game 7s in his career, he averaged 12.7 rebounds, 1 assist. What did Clyde Frazier do? Oh, that's right. 90, 90, and 90. I'm exaggerating.
Probably.
Just so you know. That'd be a stat line.
He had a great Game 7.
Thank you for acknowledging that.
He was the better player in the game. Take Wilt out for the.
They lose Game 7.
Right.
And they've won championship, not 2.
100%.
Assuming they would have won in 73. Who knows?
Who knows?
They might have broken the team up.
It's a good point.
They might have started trading people.
Maybe.
The Busher's slow-footed white guy can't play. Get him off here.
Get him off.
Yeah. Bill Bradley just tall, really smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Send him off to Princeton.
Yeah. Go learn something. Become a politician.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's this gangly pothead in the back? Oh, Phil Jackson?
Yeah.
Great. We'll play him. Try to win the lottery this year.